Hello guys, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So welcome to Textbook Regulatory Bodies. So guys, in this particular video, we are going to continue with our discussion based on management subject. And today's topic is motivation. Alright, so again, a common topic for your SEBI Grade A examination as well as the other regulatory bodies examination. So basically in this particular session, we will be practicing questions around the different motivation theories because they get asked many times. So we will be having a comprehensive revision with the help of statement based question. So we will be going through all the important theories like Bloom's expectancy theory, Heisenberg two-factor theory. Apart from this, आपका like ERG theory, we have theory of X and Y, Elder ERG theory, and many more, right? So let's start the discussion with very first question on your screen. The first question is about the evaluate the following statement about Maslow's hierarchy of need and select the correct combinations आपका of true and false. ठीक है? तो first statement आपका, so when it comes to Maslow's hierarchy of need, it is also known as five need theory, where we have physiological, the basic need आपका for the living purpose. Then we have safety. Then we have love and belongings, which is also known as social security. Then we have esteem, and the final one is self-actualization. As per Abraham Maslow, basically people they generally move upward. So organizations they should focus on the upper two level need, which is esteem and self-actualization, right? So this sometimes they ask the flow also, top to down or down to top, bottom to top आपका, ठीक है? And the different areas or the classification, ठीक है? तो psychological need, a physiological need आपका include desire such as job security and pension scheme. So the first statement is wrong here. Why it is wrong? Because when it comes to physiological need, it is about food, shelter, air, and others, the basic requirements which we need for a living purpose, and this comes under the security need, right? According to Maslow, self-actualization need can only be pursued after fully satisfying आपका physiological safety and self-esteem and need in this particular order. This is also wrong. Why this second statement is wrong? Because as per Maslow, there are some profession which generally skip आपका some level of need. Like let's say any poet, artisans and all. So sometimes they generally, after achieving their physiological and safety, they directly move to the esteem and self-actualization and they skip आपका mid-level need and others. Social need in organization are mainly fulfilled by informal group, peer acceptance, and friendly supervision. Yes, thwarting self-esteem need can lead to a feeling of inferiority or आपका helplessness. ठीक है? So if anyone who is not able to achieve these particular, so they might face these kind of things. Next one आपका safety need is the in the workplace are unrelated to salary. So it is related to आपका salary. So this is also wrong. Maslow's theory perfectly operationalized concept self-actualization making it easy for researchers to measure. No. Okay? So self-actualization definition can differ from one person to another. So it is very difficult. Some individual may skip lower level need and pursue self-actualization directly, such as artisans, poet and others. True. Okay? So 3, 4, 7 are true and 1, 2, 5 and 6 are wrong. So option D should be right answer for this particular one. Okay? Very आपका basic one, easy one, and with this one question only you will be having kind of an experience with the entire theory of Abraham Maslow, right? Next one. So next theory is आपका next question is around the Heisenberg two-factor theory. ठीक है? Heisenberg two-factor theory, and these two factors are hygiene and your motivations. ठीक है? So motivators, the factors under motivators like achievement, promotion, recognition, they directly lead with the employee motivation. When it comes to hygiene factors, this is something which is related to or the presence of hygiene factor which generally prevent the dissatisfaction. Okay? So they are independent. Okay? So like let's say if an organization meeting with all the hygiene factor, that does not mean कि employee will be motivated. Yes, hygiene factors which generally prevent the dissatisfaction that can indirectly lead to the motivation आपका, ठीक है, like let's say salary, company policies, all these are generally hygiene factor, so they are not the motivators, right? So the presence of motivational factors is necessary to prevent job dissatisfaction. The first statement again wrong. Why it is wrong? Because when it comes, it should be hygiene factor. Hygiene factor which generally आपका prevent the job dissatisfaction. Hygiene factor primarily related to physical and social environment at the workplace. According to Heisenberg, eliminating hygiene factor will automatically increase employee motivation. No, motivators are different, hygiene is different. Okay? Heisenberg study suggested that job satisfaction and dissatisfaction are independent and not simply opposite. Yes, recognition and advancement are example of hygiene factor. Recognition and advancement are examples of your आपका not hygiene factor, they are motivators. So this is also wrong. So 2 and 4 means option A will be right answer for this particular question. Getting my point, guys? So this is something like, as I always used to say, कि whenever you studying topic like subject like motivation, आपका management, you have to have go through once आपका concept. You should have some sort of conceptual understanding. अगर आप concept नहीं जानते हैं तो you cannot guess with these kind of topic, ठीक है? तो usually in normal world what we आपका suggest कि salary is a motivation. No, that is not a motivation. Let's say if a person is getting 1 lakh rupees, so he is contributing equally to the organization, right? And everyone is getting 1 lakh rupees for that particular job. There is nothing new. हाँ, if average salary is 1 lakh and the person is getting आपका 70,000, this will be a reason for the आपका dissatisfaction. So that is the logic. So when it comes to motivators आपका, so these are like achievements, recognition, work itself, take a job itself, like scientists, doctors, and all. Job advancement opportunities and growth opportunities. When it comes to hygiene factor, which generally prevent the job dissatisfaction, relationship with peer or the others, company policies, workplace, working conditions, salary, status, security, and supervision. Okay, so these are the आपका hygiene factor. So presence of these particular one will prevent the dissatisfaction. Okay, next one, guys. So next question is about आपका ERG theory, elder for ERG theory, existence, relatedness, and growth. And the another one is आपका achievement theory, मैक्लेलन achievement theory और आपका 3 need theory. ठीक है, need for achievement, need for आपका power, and need for affiliations. ठीक है. So now when it comes to these particular one, ERG theory suggests that if an individual fail to satisfy growth need, they will be intensify their efforts to fulfill relatedness need आपका. This is true. So the difference is like, let's say when it comes to your ERG theory, ठीक है, so it is a kind of a summary of Maslow theory. तो Maslow theory में आपका we have these 5 different need: physiological, safety, आपका security, then we have a social need, ठीक है, then we have आपका esteem and self actualization. When it comes to आपका elder for ERG theory, what he did, he summarized all these particular one: existence, relatedness, and आपका growth. ठीक है, so इस तरीके से उन्होंने इसको डिवाइड किया. तो similar to your ERG theory, but the only principle which generally differentiate between these two, जैसे Maslow's theory is always upward, but here we have a principle of आपका progression and regression. ठीक है, means people they always want to progress, but sometimes when they won't be able to achieve higher level need, sometimes they regress to the downward also. ठीक है, so that is the one. According to achievement motivation theory, the need for affiliation is primarily driven by desire to gain monetary rewards. No, need for affiliation is the relation with the peer or the team and others, that comes under this one. Elder for ERG theory merged Maslow's 5 need into 3 broader categories, but retain the strict hierarchical satisfaction order. No, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, strict hierarchical order means this, ठीक है, but in this particular case it can be progression and it can be regression also. Employee with high need for power, they generally want to आपका control people. तो यहाँ पे basically achievement theory आपका या need theory, which is like useful for the team management. So if a person is high in आपका need for power, he should be team leaders because they love to आपका command others and all. ठीक है? So focus more on controlling other than the achieving specific goal. 100% true. ERG theory allow simultaneous operation of multiple need, unlike आपका मैस्लोज मॉडल विच इंस्टेड ऑन अ सीक्वेंशियल प्रोग्रेशन. दिस शुड बी आपका राइट. ठीक है, तो 1 4 एंड 5 मींस आपका ऑप्शन डी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, वेरी नाइस आपका कंपैरिजन बिटवीन दीज टू थ्योरीज एंड ऑल. चलो नेक्स्ट वन स्मॉल केस स्टडी ऑल्सो. So HR manager at a mid-sized tech company is analyzing employee motivation using psychological framework. She observed आपका 3 different patterns and here we have to apply the ERG theory आपका. ठीक है, so case A आपका some employees have complained about the long working hours, health benefits and mental exhaustion. ठीक है, so this is आपका existence, they are facing existence related areas. Two is आपका few employees are satisfied with their role, pay jobs, but express dissatisfaction with poor team communication and lack of appreciation from the managers. This is आपका relatedness problem. ठीक है, case 3 आपका handful employees though having a good relationship with peer and decent salaries express boredom and talk about the need to learn new skills or take leadership roles. So that comes under the growth आपका. Their need is classified under growth. तो existence, relatedness and growth. ठीक है, existence, relatedness and growth means option B will be right answer for this particular question. Understood guys? चलो next one. According to Bloom's expectancy theory, which of the following factor is not a determinant of expectancy? Expectancy means effort to performance. ठीक है, so expectancy we have then आपका instrumentality and the third pillar is your balanced. Expectancy, can I perform this particular task if I put additional effort? Expectancy. Then instrumentality is if I'll perform, what additional reward I'll get. Valence is comparison between efforts which I have put on that particular job additionally and the reward which I get from the organization, the comparison, right? So now when it comes to Bloom's expectancy theory, not a determinant of expectancy, self-efficacy is part of this. Then goal difficulty, आपका control over performance, yes. Value for reward, this comes under the valence, the final instrument. Valence is basically a comparison कि मैंने कितना एडिशनल एफर्ट डाला और कितना कंपनी ने रिवॉर्ड दिया. दैट विल डिसाइड द मोटिवेशन लेवल इन ऑल, राइट. नेक्स्ट वन, हाँ, दीज आर द 3 एरियाज which generally comes under this. ठीक है, very important theory again. How does frustration and regression principle in elder for ERG theory differ from Maslow's hierarchy of need? So just only we talk about this. So it suggests that individual must satisfy one level need before progressing to next. It states that unmet higher level need may cause individual to regress to the lower level. ठीक है, तो मैस्लो बोलता है कि आपका need will always go this. ठीक है, but when it comes to ERG, it can have progression or it can have regression. So B, we generally define this particular principle perfectly, right? Next one. So this is the one, existence, relatedness and growth. So now sometime what happened? Like usually the approach should be aapka toward the progression, but sometime when people they won't be able to meet these one, they entered into aapka regression. They start working on this or sometime this also. So this is aapka regression, right? Next one. According to McGraw theory X and Y, so Douglas McGraw theory X and Y, two type of people. X, work avoiding in nature, they are very mean. The money is the only motivation. Y is basically they are self motivated. They are basically what we can say they are self directional. So they need a participative approach of management. For Y, it is authoritarian. Okay? So according to McGraw theory X and Y, which of the following management practices is most aligned with theory Y approach? So strict supervision, theory Y. Strict supervision is not required. It is for X. Rewarding employees solely based on meeting minimum. This is also reward and punishment. X आपका. Encouraging employee autonomy. Yes. Providing opportunities for personal growth. 100% true. So C will be right answer for this one. Theory X assume that employee dislike work, lack of ambition and strict supervisory supervision. Why assume that they are self-motivated, creative, and seek responsibility? Authoritarian approach will be required here, and participative approach will require in case of theory Y. Okay? So money is the only motivation here. Individual are highly self-motivated. Next one. Which of the following best illustrate the concept of instrumentality in Bloom's expectancy theory? Instrumentality. If I put additional effort, what reward I'll get? Okay, that is the one. A manager telling employee they will receive a raise if they achieve high sales target. Okay, instrumentality only. The first only will be right answer for this particular one. Okay. So refer to the belief performance will lead to a specific reward. Okay. Next one. Which of the following workplace situation best aligned with the McLaren need for power? Need for power. Okay, so where people want to control others, right? So a manager who enjoy mentoring and coaching, it is need for affiliation. Employee who prefer working alone, आपका no. A team leaders who actively seek authority and control over key decision making. So option C will be right answer for this particular question. Next one, guys. So we have three: need for power, key who want to control others. Okay? So like while you are doing the team division, okay? Let's say in your team we have 100 people. तो आप इन 100 people को कहाँ कहाँ पे हमें assign करना है, ठीक है? So for that one you can apply this particular one. Those who want to आपका control others or they love to those kind of jobs, so they can be part of team leaders and others. Achievements आपका जैसे marketing persons आपके होते हैं, ठीक है? They like challenging goal tasks, they like those kind of activities. And affiliation आपका जैसे administrative staff है, HR है and others है, they are generally part of that one. ठीक है? Based on Heisenberg two-factor theory, which of the following would most likely result in job dissatisfaction? Job dissatisfaction means your आपका hygiene factor. ठीक है? So lack of recognition for accomplishment, this is your motivators. Clear company policies and job security, this is again this is आपका company policies which comes under the आपका hygiene factor. Opportunities dissatisfaction, आप motivation, insufficient challenging motivation. So option B should be right answer for this particular one. So hygiene factor like salary, job security policies, working conditions. Motivators like achievement, recognition, growth, they are generally comes under this one. Next one, guys. How does equity theory, Adams equity theory, explain reaction of an employee who perceive they are over rewarded compared to their colleagues? ठीक है? अब over rewarded situation की like let's say sorry, let's say average people are getting 1 lakh rupees for that job and you are getting आपका 1,50,000. ठीक है? So that is means over reward हो रहा है. ठीक है? So now in this particular situation, what is the psychology of that particular person? So they feel आपका they enter into like what equity theory says कि it is all about what input I'm giving to the organization and what output I'm getting. Input output theory भी हम इसको बोलते हैं. If I'm putting this much of effort, so what organization is giving us? ठीक है? Normal cases are when they are underpaid, they get demotivated, आपका equal motivated. But when it is, this is the case of over आपका over rewarded, ठीक है? तो in this stage आपका employees they enter into आपका stage of guilt and they increase their efforts आपका, ठीक है? So they feel guilty and may increase efforts. तो पहला ही statement क्या होगा? Correct होगा, ठीक है? This is by Adams आपका जॉन स्टेसी एडम्स इक्विटी थ्योरी, ठीक है? उनके थॉट के हिसाब से ऐसा जो जनरली देखने के लिए मिलता है. इक्विटी थ्योरी आपका एडम्स स्टेट दैट एम्प्लॉय compare their input output ratio with others. When over rewarded, individual may feel guilt or discomfort आपका so to restore this they'll increase their efforts and all. Right, next one, guys. Okay, so this is it. So this was our today's discussion around motivation theories. All these theories will help you in your upcoming examination. Again, my suggestion will be just focus around the concept part at least once. Okay? So just go through the concept series once, make your own notes, that's it. Then these kind of practice things will definitely help you in your upcoming examination. Okay? So if you are preparing for regulatory bodies examination in 2026, so you can go for the regulatory body Mahapec, so Super PAC, so which include everything. Every regulatory body examination will be get covered under this particular one. We have already started classes for RBI Grade B 2026. SEBI Grade A is also going on live classes आपका ठीक है. So if you only preparing for this, I'll suggest you can go for this. Otherwise, like if you are targeting all the regulatory bodies examination, then you can आपका go for the regulatory Mahapec. ठीक है. And apart from this, I hope you enjoy the session. So if you're new to our channel, please do subscribe. And if you're having some specific queries, so there is a form given in the description box. Please do fill that particular form. Our team will connect you and they'll fix a mentorship session with all of us, right? Apart from this, if you are facing challenges with management topic, so do mention into the comment section so that whenever I'll come up with the new session where I'll be covering those many areas. Okay? So this is it from my side, guys. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. I'll see you in the next session, guys. Bye bye. Take care and wish you all the very best for your preparation, guys. Thank you.